make your introductory remarks.
Yeah, if I could get my slide deck up, that'd be great. Thanks. First slide. Thanks for having me, and I want to thank the governor for taking on this issue. This is the problem, in my view. 5 oil refiners make 97% of our gasoline. And when they want to squeeze us, they can. Next slide. And the way they squeeze us is $2.60 difference between U.S. prices. And it's consistently $1.25, but we went up to $2.60 difference. And if you look at taxes and environmental rules, they add 69 cents per gallon. So where's that money going? Next slide. It's going to windfall profits. There's no question that there was huge windfall profits for the 5 big oil refiners this year. If you look at their total profits, they went up by almost 4%, only almost 4 times, quadrupled, $67 billion in raw profits for the first 9 months this year, $17 billion last year, first 9 months. Next slide. We went more granular. We went to the refining margins in California or the West. The oil refiners report their refining margins regionally. So we know the West, and we know for some of them California. And we looked at the last 20 years for how much they're making off refining gasoline, the difference between the crude oil price and the petroleum that comes out. And the petroleum is not just gasoline, it's also diesel and jet fuel, but it's a comparable measure of profitability. And over the last 20 years, it was an average 32 cents per gallon. If it comes out by barrel, we divide by 42, we get a per gallon price. Per gallon profits was 32 cents over the last 20 years. And only a couple of times did they get over 50 cents. Chevron got over 50 cents per gallon 3 times in the last 20 years. Next slide. But as you can see, they all got over 50 cents per gallon this year in profits. They broke that windfall profit barrier. In fact, the 4 refiners that report profits, next slide, on a quarterly basis, never hit 50 cents per gallon in the last 20 years. They were at an average of 69 cents per gallon in profit in 2022. The oil refiners in California doubled their profits. These are unprecedented profits. They're unprecedented windfall profits. And it's all because of the market power of the oil refiners. In quarter 2 and 3, look, 86 cents per gallon, average 73 cents per gallon. And we don't even know Chevron's profits because it does not report on a quarterly basis. We'll know at the end of the year. Next slide, please. We looked at these profits compared to all across America and all across the world. And California oil refiner profits were 30% greater in California and the West than anywhere else in the world. So they've doubled their profits from historical levels, and they've charged us 30% more profits per gallon. Next slide. And this is another expression of that. It's each company of the 4 companies that report. The solid line is their U.S. prices, profits, and the dotted line is their California profits. Next slide. There is no question we have windfall profits. And if you look at that 50-cent windfall profit cap, that 50-cent line that's only been crossed 3 times in the last 20 years, and you take everything above that, and we divide it up by market share, by how many gallons of gasoline sold approximately, you come out with the 4 refiners that report profits for the first 3 quarters owing Californians $1.8 billion back in windfall profits. And that doesn't include Chevron, which is 30% of the market. Next slide. So this is why we need a windfall profits cap. We need a line because the oil refiners have gone way over that line, and they're owing us literally hundreds of millions of dollars each. Next slide, please. So how did this happen? If we don't create a windfall profits cap or price gouging rebate, we're going to be an ATM for these oil refiners in perpetuity. We need that, but we also need something else. We need transparency in the spot market. I'm just going to go briefly into the spot market. I can talk more about it at the panel. The spot market is the place where the price is set between the gas station and the oil refiner. The oil refiners charge their gas stations more for gas, and we pay more for gas. And a lot of that price is determined on the spot market. The spot market is a really non-transparent entity. And if you want to look at the abuse in the spot market, I'd go to Kathleen Foote's case, where she has traders basically jacking up the spot market price through paper trades that were never transpired in order to jack up the spot market price. And when that spot market price went up, Everybody paid more for gasoline because the price at the pump is determined by the spot market. If we want to get to the issues of how prices go up so suddenly, $1, $1.20, we have to get to transparency in the spot market. We need a public ledger of all transactions. You heard Gordon say they don't know who's selling to whom or for how much. We need a public ledger of all those transactions in the spot market. And we need the Attorney General, frankly, empowered to investigate that ledger and make sure that those trades are on the up and up and they're not just accomplished in order to jack up the price of gas. Thank you.